Develop and blossom, and now appears to be hitting his stride at the right time. Roberson, who can throw the deep ball well, fires a strike. Illinois State on the UNI side. Roberson with the read, and they give it to Marshawn Kopp. Roberson to throw for the second time, flush from the pocket. This is where he's dangerous. He'll float it down the side. In comes Cameron Meredith, number 19. He split to the bottom of the screen. Roberson's looking his direction, feels the heat, fires over the middle, and it's caught. And Meredith slips free, down to the 10, finally caught. Have it at the UNI 10 after the timeout. Roberson will hand the ball off, and not much for Kopprich. Averaging 41 yards a kick this year. Line drive kick with that win. Nevlet picks it up on the first bounce, and then he is jumped on at the 33. Illinois State from the 33-yard line. Roberson on first down. They give it to Kopprich, and then he is jarred. And his legacy, his dream continues each and every year. Roberson on the money again. Anderson with his 35 for 127 against UNI the first go-around. Big hole, and there goes Kopprich into the secondary, just carrying defenders. The 30-yard line, Illinois State moving the football. Roberson a deep drop, has all sorts of time. Deep ball downfield, caught in the end zone. They're going to say a yard shy.
It was the nickel man, Deshaun Dexter, who was in there, and that's a tough matchup with a
season. They bring in the blocking fullback. This is Kopprich, stood up, but keeps the surge going. Missouri Valley football. At the 13, Roberson's going to throw deep downfield. Meredith makes the catch. Was he inbounds? Yes, he was.
Opinion. We can see that the ball is thrown up high. Trey Roberson really likes that with Cameron Meredith on the sideline to his left. While he's a very good thrower in every respect, Sean, he is
that same success here to the FCS level. Third down, and Kopprich will move the chains. With the way this game has started, a 14-0 outburst for the Redbirds. Roberson with time misfires a rare second down give. They stretch it to the short side. Kopprich, not much.
Too deep zone coverage by UNI, which is what it is.
Panthers rush 4. Roberson steps up and has his man. The tight end, O'Shaughnessy. See the two tight ends, Joe Farmer and O'Shaughnessy. They'll give it to Kopprich, and he does a lot of dancing. A marker comes in. Two tight ends still in there. They've brought in Clements now as a second blocking tight end. Roberson's going to throw off a play fake. Little wobbler, but it's effective. Meredith able to get position in front of the season being exchanged.
Nice route running by Meredith off the play action fake. He pushes the defender deep, makes him get out of his back pedal, and then breaks it off and runs a shot coming back over.
3rd and a yard. Roberson's going to keep it. Option look, and he will pick up the first down. Roberson's third score. Kopprich, who has 1 touchdown, gets the call and stood up at the receiver both ways. Roberson looking right, throws underneath, caught, touchdown. It's Meredith, offensive player of the year. This time they stretch it left side. Not much, really, for the first time. Senior from Irving, Texas. Here comes a delayed blitz. Roberson flush and still hits. Finds Warham at the 34.
And rush, then try to add a linebacker late. You can see over here on the offensive left that Ailes is probably pulled back inside by the offensive left tackle, who gets away with
the football. And hand it off to Kopprich over the left side. Mitchell, who's checked back. Redbirds have used the 2 tight ends in the blocking formations with O'Shaughnessy and Farmer. Roberson a straight drop over the middle, caught. There's Meredith again. On to the Panthers side at the 46. The ball popped out late, but he was clearly down. And this connection.
An inside breaking route by Meredith out there in isolation coverage out of the 3-by-1 formation. And we can see McMakin, who's the flat defender in that case, simply overruns the pattern and lets Meredith.
And how a quarterback can just engineer a game, and that's what we're seeing in this first half. Coppridge over the left side, stood up by Farley, the hard hit.
With isolation over in the offensive right with Meredith.
Panthers nearly get to Roberson, keeps his balance and throws it away.
Another run here.
Roberson's going to throw over the middle, and a diving catch is made. Records are planning Pierre Rembert back in the 2006 season. See Coppridge with the carry. #1 rushing offense all season. And here's Roberson, and a big reason why. He explodes into the from the one. He broke his leg on a quarterback keeper. Sidelined him the rest of the season. I was actually at that game. With State operating from their own 40. Roberson will give it to Coppridge, looking for a little bit of room. Does not find a lot. He gets 2, maybe 3.
This has been mostly zone coverage, which it is again.
Quick throw, and it's caught down the far side. O'Shaughnessy banging his way off would-be defender. They described him a better blocker than pass route runner.
Open down the middle.
Down the seam. Touchdown, O'Shaughnessy. See the tight end Farmer in motion. Zone read. This will be Roberson just ducking and avoiding the collision. That's number 30. You see him start to creep up to the line of scrimmage. They give it to Coppridge, and look at the Missouri Valley Football Conference Offensive Player of the Year. That's probably the biggest difference with Marshawn Coppridge.
You know, in that play, Sean, that previous...
Coppridge has exited the lineup. Towns replaces him. Roberson over the middle. He's made a living all afternoon. Another catch. John Mark Anderson, champions of the Missouri Valley Football Conference. They start at 1st and goal.
Sean, that's 3 impressive performances by the teams that had a bye.
This will be Tevin Allen from the 5, and he is crunched, and he lost the football. Recovered by UNI. #1 coughed it up.
Just became the hittee, and he got the same type of contact he's been dishing out. Deiondre Hall, a noted hitter, right there on the spot. We got something interesting going on here now.
Back as a touchdown catch in motion to the top of the screen. Roberson throws across the field, incomplete. Nobody home. Deiondre Meredith, his 7th catch of this game. 4 straight 100-yard receiving efforts. Coppridge over the left side. Both arms laser locked on the 11. He gets the call, gets to the outside. Coppridge slips free and is finally pushed.
The number 4 seed is playing Montana later today.
Coppridge over the left side, nowhere to go. He had his goal.